Good morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and I have stitched down my trims. I used, for that one I used this mustardy sort of colour in little stitches, and round there I just used this 931, it's a DMC perlé cotton, and then down here I did the same, the blue and then the mustard with this one. Now I'd like to do a little bit of, I like touching that, decorative stitching. So let me see, I need to get, oh, where's that gone? I don't know where my big one is. It's got the color that I used. Let's see in here. I feel like I'd like to use a pale color, maybe this color. Yes, I'd like to use that. And let's just see what comes to mind. I've been procrastinating all morning. I've been talking to my sister and just avoiding doing my video because I don't know what I want to do. Needle. Right. Let's just see. I might need it to be thicker. We'll just see how we go. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I'm wondering, do I need to put a frame, you know, a thing? Now, is this going to work? If I hold that there, I don't want it to be pointy. I'm going to do a daisy stitch, but a wide one. Oops, tangled. Oh yeah, that's all right. Don't pull it too tight. I want to do semicircles. Well, it's kind of almost, yeah, I like the color. So I'll come over here. I guess it's about 1 centimeter or 3/4 of a centimeter wide. I could draw them on, but then I'll have to get the color off, won't I? I'll have to iron it off. I am liking this. So I'm adding more to my trim. Before I go any further, I come up here in the middle at the top and just don't pull it. I have to keep reminding myself, don't pull it too tight. So how is everyone? I hope you're well. Can we see? Do I need to zoom in a bit? Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. That's a recipe for disaster when I zoom in, because I could go off screen. You're probably thinking I'm totally weird doing this. I mean, if you didn't have any nice trim, there's lots of patterns to be able to, you could create your own through embroidery. you could embroider a trim. Mum has created her own trim. She has lots of beautiful trims, because I know, because I've given them to her. But she decided, it took her all day, she's made her own trim. I haven't seen a photograph. Actually, Mum, I did ask, she probably's not watching, I did ask her to send me a photograph. And she hasn't, of course. But yeah, she showed me on Skype, but of course you know what that's like. It's all blurry, and then Mum, it's hard to figure out where to hold it, and I'm like left, up, down, and so I couldn't really see it so well, but it looked great, so I really want to see it. So hopefully Sass will get down there sometime soon and be able to photograph it, or show you guys actually in a video. Whoops. I'll sort that out in a second. Now I could always, if I want to, you know, pull out my stitches a little bit, I could come back and just put a little stitch over and dictate where I want the stitch to sit, if I wanted it to be more rounded, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it too much. Let me just check I'm on screen. I think so, yes. I'm wondering, I wanted to do some sort of French knot inside there, but I'm wondering if I might like to bring in a nice big bead. I think I'm going to grab the beads. So, I mean, this is just coming to me as we go. The only thing I decided, well, I did decide to do this shape before I turned the camera on, but I hadn't decided what color, what thread, and how I was going to get my, whether I was going to do French knots or something else. They're not quite as rounded. I wanted them to be a bit more rounded like that, but it seems I've pulled it a bit tight, I think, that one. But anyway, I'm just going to go to here. There we go. And then I'm going to end it off. And we're going to have a look. So much fun. Now let's end this off. And grab the beads. Sorry for bashing my scissors. It's just my enthusiasm. Now, can you look at that while I grab my beads? Can you see? Okay. I better grab, dear, boxes in front. I'm going to grab both colours. Please don't fall on the floor. Okay, let's see. Now, my mind was thinking I might like, where are they? Those. They may be too blendy. I do have these. I want big ones. I do have those ones. I could go beige. I don't know. Or I'll put those on the floor. I could do, what other colours do I have? As far as big ones are concerned, I'm not going to do green, I don't think. I've got big green ones. I've got big bright blue ones, no. Any others? That's about it. So the choice is between the beige and the bronze. Okay. Let's just, well, you can't see, but I think that's going to be too, I'm going to go with the beige, I've decided. And these are good ones because they have very big eyes. Do you call them eyes or holes? Holes. It's the eye of the needle and the hole in the bead. That made me feel hot. Okay. So here, am I on screen? Yes, I just have to stay there. In the center here, I'm just going to put a little stitch in just to make sure it's firm. Put these over here considering I'm a lefty. I only need one. Except I can just use a regular needle with those because they do have a very big hole. Oh, I'm liking this. Oh no, I just spilt them all. Oh well, I go through twice. Makes them sit better. Well, that's the theory anyway. Don't pull my beads out enough. And I would go in through the bead again if I felt like even after the second time it wasn't sitting properly. Okay, let's do another one. Nearly halfway. Can you hear the car? It's always the same car, that maneuvering to get out of the garage below us. We don't park our car down there because the parking spot's too small, and it's really we would get stuck. We wouldn't be able to maneuver into our car parking spot. So I've got cupboards down there. It's really great storage. We also have a cellar. It's not that big, but it's quite full of stuff too. It has, you know, there's old clothing that was Lulu's when she was little, and I just didn't throw them out because I kept my favorite things. And I'm sure when she's older, she'll love that I kept some of her clothing when she was little. And probably some of her favorite toys. I did get rid of a lot. And then we have all old school books and things. It's amazing the things that you keep and you don't really need to keep them. Oh, I kept some of Lulu's notebooks and stuff where she'd done really cute drawings at elementary school, because I only have one thing from when I was 9, and that's it. You know, I guess Mum had 4 children and she's moved that many times that things just disappeared or got thrown out, because, you know, you do become overwhelmed by all the stuff and you're just like, I'm just throwing it out, and then you regret it. Okay, so the beads are on, and we're going to have a look and have a think, because you know I'm not pre-planned. Well, not much. Okay, I just need to pick up my beads, guys. I did spill them. Or will I do that after? But then they'll end up on the floor, and then that's even worse. Good thing they're big ones. Let me just go like this. Put my hand under there and see if I can drop them in. I've nearly got them all. See, that's them. They're stuck to my hand. Okay, well, that wasn't too painful. Well, not for me anyway. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm liking that. I think that's all I'll do there. I was going to put a little maybe a little mustard French knot up there, or another blue, darker blue. Actually, I would quite like that. I think I'll try it. Let's see. I've got my dark blue here. I've got a strand here, so I can thread that. Let's just see. I think I would like that touch of blue. As it starts to fill up, I'll have to, sorry, I've got the thread in my mouth. I'll have to start laying it down on the ground and just having a good look at it, because then it starts to become a bit of a composition thing that I need to sort of look at the overall thing, because it's very hard here to do that. I'm just going to put one little something up there. I might do a colonial knot. I do those periodically so I don't forget how to do them. So hopefully you can see. I'm just going to make it under that letter. Oh yes, I am liking this. So I'm lefty, so if you're right-handed, you do it the other way. You go that way. So you go under, and then just bring it under and around the front of the needle, and that's it. Mum taught me. It took me a minute. She's a right-hander, and she taught me, and I'm a lefty, so I figured it out. So I'll tell you. I'll do it again. You go. Get your needle, catch it under, then bring this around the front and over. So under, around the front and over. And the same here. I did that one a bit faster. Remember, we're just doing it because we want to, just because. So next week is a prompt reveal, and Sarah will be first. Oh dear, I have to go and prepare lunch soon. I started late today. I was chatting to my sister, having a good old chinwag, and I just, and then I procrastinated afterwards, and so now I'm late. I shouldn't be late posting it, but I'm late doing the video. I've had all morning. Okay, so that's done. For the moment, that's going to be it in this area. Flip that over. It's a bit of a wild piece. Okay, so that's what that's looking like there. It's got a little bit of a decorative edge. And I wanted to come up here and see what to do here. I might just do a little decorative stitch underneath. I'm going to do leave a bit of a space. I'm going to do a running stitch but leave a space. I'm going to do 3 rows, 3 stitches next to each other. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'll do one there even though it's very close to that fabric. Oops, I got caught in the needle. I just need to come back the other way. So 3 parallel stitches. Actually, I might just put this one in as well, so I don't have to come back again. Okay, let's see. Now I need to find my other threads because I'd like a wool. And what colour would I like? I think I'd like maybe a raspberry red. Let me just see. Or a pinky colour. Oh, just a minute. I've got one here that my sister gave me. I think she gave me this. I think I'll use some of that one. Oh, okay, let's see. I'm just going to grab a big-eyed needle. Oh, I was able to thread that. Now, I maybe needed to make my stitches bigger. So I'm just going to come up about here. No, I'll come up, yes, no, yes, I'll come up about there. And I'll go with the back of my needle because it's not sharp and it won't go in through my threads. I'm going to go through there. I'm going to do a little bit of sort of weaving in and out. That's it. Can you see? You need to see. So it's almost like it's some sort of little trim. Oh, now I've got a problem here because, oh no I don't, because what I do now is come back here very carefully. I'm going to put my finger on there. I've never done it before, so it's all a bit of an experiment. Put my finger there, and I need to put my finger there. I'm going to need to hold on to it so they don't pull through. That's it. I may need to pull that a little. Yes, that's it. That's the look I wanted. Go through there. Put my finger. I'm putting my finger on the loops, so I'm sorry if I'm covering it up, but you saw how I went in. I just want to hold those in place, and you can adjust them a little bit. And I'm getting a little loopy thing. And that the beginning one is a bit funny because I didn't have a lot of space to do it. Maybe I should have continued it. I probably should have continued it onto the fabric. That was probably a good idea. But anyway, it's going to end there. So I wasn't quite sure where to put my needle in the beginning. I would have liked to have continued it across there, I think. Yes, I would. Now what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to wing it. Doesn't matter, make boo-boos. I'm going to add some more of these. I'll jump forward. Oh, I need to do bigger stitches than that or I won't be able to get through it. Yep, I do feel this is the better choice. One more. Now that I've positioned them, I'm just going to finish them off quickly. It won't be perfect because as I told you, I fly by the seat of my pants, and you know, maybe if I was able to plan things, I seem to have a block when it comes to planning things. So I'm going to have that funny stitch there. I'll just have to get over it. It's all part of the learning process. Yep, I definitely think I wanted it to continue across here. I've done that ridiculous first stitch that's tiny. We'll see how we cope with that. I might just have to do an extra one, a bigger one. I'm just going to make that stitch bigger. Okay. You won't even know. What you will know is that bodgy bit there. Okay. Right. Let's continue on our merry way and just get over the fact that I didn't decide to do it straight off. in through there. Very nice, I do like it. Just double check that you can see and I'm in focus, yes. Oh, I nearly fell off my chair. Okay, here goes this bit. Put it in through there. Just hold on to those two so they don't move. Oops, see what I mean? We don't want them wiggling around. Let's just put this down flat. Okay, so it's a bit easier. Now if I wanted to, I could put a little stitch and hold those, but I'm kind of liking the loopy, so I'll just see how they go in the future. Can you hear that wind? I'm loving it. I love a little bit of a breeze. That's pulled a bit, so we'll just... The nice thing about it is you can wiggle it around. Who knew? I didn't know I was going to do this. Just going to put my finger on top, sorry guys, just to hold it. And now here I need to end down here. I wanted to see if I could just, oh I see that will pull there. Anyway, I'm going to end here, see what happens. As I said, I've never done this before. I'm just going to have that bodgy little stitch there. It's going to be a reminder. Okay, now I've got to be very careful ending it off that I don't pull. Let's check. No, that's all right, because they are loose stitches. Okay, good, done. I love the colour. Now, what I'm going to do, oops, I found a bead. I don't like to lose those beads. I love them. Oh yes, I like that. Good. And I'm going to put one of these in the middle. How did you guess? I need some more thread. Oh, I put it up here. Here we go. That was actually really fun. I didn't get stressed at all, and even though I made a boo-boo because I didn't make a good decision to start off with, I still had fun doing it. So I'm going to try and center them as best I can. Oh, I like those colors. I'm trying to stitch so that you can see without me crunching it up, but I'm struggling. So I sort of put an anchoring stitch in just to hold it. And then another second stitch through the bead to sort of help it position better. I do love this colour combo. I mean, you could do a whole thing with just these kinds of fancy stitching things, couldn't you? Oh look, see that pulled? I just adjust it. Oops, now my thread's doubled. My only issue with that is, oh dear, now I can't find which one is the one, oh it's stuck. Doubled over there. I'm just going to have to use double thread, which is a pain because I'll probably have to get more. I might run out. seems to be in the right spot. Here we're at the bodgy bit. Oh, now the thread's annoying me. Oh, what's happened to it? How's it gotten so short? It's looped. What's going on? There we go. I'm going to end it off. I'm going to put this bead on, and then I'm going to end that piece of thread off and get a new piece for the last 3, because that's just silly. If it's going to be doing that, it's just going to drive me bonkers. And you, because in the process of me going bonkers, you're going to go bonkers as well. Yep, I'm not enjoying you, thread. I'm telling you now, you're not coming to the party and making me enjoy myself. So you are a goner. New piece of thread. Where's my thread? Yep, guys, note to self. Make sure you keep the tail out and doesn't double up and get all silly. Okay, I've gone quiet. My mind's wandering to other things. To what's next, lunch. Trying to pick up my bead. Got it. Well, that's very jolly, isn't it? Okay. Now I need to assess what's going on. These you do want to secure as best you can, because otherwise all your beads will eventually fall off. Okay. Leave my tails a little bit longer. Close that before I spill that one everywhere. And let me just have a look. Okay, it's all happening, isn't it? I'm just going to zoom you back out so you can see the lay of the land as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. I'm wondering if I'd like some little French knots across there and up there. No, I don't know. I think I'll wait. I like to digest it a little bit, and then this is the other bit. I love that. Let's see here. See, that's all looking good to me. This still needs more, so that'll all come together, but I do like that. There we go. So that is my video for today. I have embellished along the top of this trim, stitched that down. I did that off camera, and I've done another kind of trimmy type stitching underneath this beautiful trim. I didn't want to do anything on that. That's just too beautiful. So I think I'll leave it there. because further embellishing, I mean, I might want to do something down there, as I've said to you before, but I want to leave that sort of until towards the end, until I see how it's going. I have a myriad of colors going on here, although mostly I've kind of in this color palette, mostly, with a few pops of other color, but I'm not going to judge it until I have finished it. So have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and looking forward to seeing what you're up to. Bye.